The application I filled out was at Dixon Value. Dixon called me back a day or two later and offered me a job. So at the time, I wasn't really, I'm not going to say sick of the city life, but I was going into my 30s, going through my midlife crisis, and I just wanted a change, period. So I was like, let me see what the country life about. And I've been out here ever since. The Hoyas program been in existence 2 years. I've been out here 4. But that entire 4 years, I've had relationships with young males, not really females so much, but I know a couple because of where I lived at. And play basketball with them, PlayStation with them, talk with them, because Paul and Pierre coach Pop Warner football, so they were volunteers. I'll go out, hang out with them, and I start building these relationships with the kids, as well as already, the relationships Paul and Pierre had. It just came stronger bonds. So how the Bayside HOYAS came about, one day, me, Paul, and Pierre, we're sitting around watching the Redskins play the Dallas Cowgirls. And I did say Cowgirls. And they was beating us bad. So we got to arguing with one another. And we always argue when Redskins lose, just what we do. So somehow the conversation got on, these kids in Kent County don't have nothing to do. So we started thinking about all the things we had to do back home. Good or bad, we still had a lot of options back home. Me, Paul, and Pierre are firm believers on don't just talk about it, be about it. So I hear you with this argument, what are you going to do? So we done that to each other. We do that a lot. What you going to do about it? You talking about it. You talking with me. What you going to do? And that day, the brainchild started for the Bayside HOYAS. So we said, well, we want to be bigger than Chestertown, bigger than Kent County. What's our goal? Everything on this side of the Bay Bridge. Okay, we're going to say the entire Bayside. So naturally, we from D.C., so HOYAS went natural. So, I played around with the word HOYAS and came up with the acronym, helping our youth achieve success. And we went, pew, full steam ahead. Non-basketball season. 20 kids was in the 4th grade, Garnett Elementary. We started the junior HOYAS there. So we had 20 to 25 kids there, 15 kids in the middle school, and then 15 in the high school that were active. Book club, study hall, community service. Well, basketball time, that number between the middle school and high school kids might jump 10 to 15 because they want to try out for the team and play for the team. If they're on the team, they still have to do community service, book club, tutoring. This year, we're expanding the junior HOYAS from 4th grade to 5th grade. So we're picking up a whole number 40 kids because the 4th grader class are 40 kids. So our goal is to be at 100 kids active in our program in our 2-year anniversary in February. Every Wednesday, like today is considered Hoya Day because every Wednesday we do a Hoya event. Like today, we're starting our study hall tutoring program again at Washington College. This is our 2nd year doing it with Washington College, who we have a partnership as well. But this year we're going to tweak it a little bit. Last year was just for Bayside HOYAS. Today we're opening it to all Kent County public school students in middle school and high school, male and female. So they can come up today, open enrollment, and just get tutoring and study hall if they need it. But I also feel every kid needs a blueprint because what my grandparents or your grandparents went through 30 years later, it could be completely different. And me, I feel like I'm in touch with the younger generation, but right now, some of the things they're doing, I can't really fathom. I'd be like, wow, I can't believe they think like that or they do that. So what we try to do is use what our grandmothers and grandparents or our mothers and father gave us to help guide them. Look, you're going to make mistakes. It's natural. But let your mistake be that learning curve, not to make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. A lot of kids feel like because you don't sit down at time and say, hey, you can be this or you can go here, that it's a lost cause. So we just try to reiterate, you can be whatever you want, but it's a path you must take to get there. For me growing up, my bad decisions came in abundance when I got to high school and felt like I had freedom. Oh, I'm a man now. I'm a 9th grader and I'm in high school. Chest pokes out a little more. If you can start planting those seeds in middle school, I say 5th through 8th grade, if you can plant the seeds of positivity and structure and discipline, it'll carry over, whether their parents involved or not, because sooner or later these kids make a conscious decision on I want to be somebody, or I don't want to be what my mother was. I don't want to do what my father's doing. So if those seeds of positivity are there and they have outlets to go to people for help, I think it will carry on. Like I said, we've been doing this 2 years. A lot of these kids we got in the 7th grade, 8th grade, they're 9th and 10th graders now, and they're still involved in the program. Now, some of the older kids we got when we first started, like were 11th and 12th graders, it was harder to keep them because you're 17, you got your own idea of who you are. It was harder to keep those, but some of those guys are 18 and out of the program and out of school, still come to us for advice. So, you know, it's a win-win either way. In King County, as you know, heroin is a real big problem. Like, a lot of people don't understand. I'm from D.C., so I've seen aspects of several drugs. Heroin will destroy your community inside out. Don't believe me? Look at Cecil County right now. Like, it will destroy your community. That's where strong leadership in the community come in. Like,